It is Saturday night once again, and we're back. Did you miss me? I missed you. This is the Overnight Mouse Party. DM Foss, and right now, so far, we have Guns and Barbecue. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine, thank you. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty all right. It's I was kind of it's in the Discord, Gary. Is that where that Barbecue made it? The blind man made it.
Same place as it always is.
Go over there and look. If you still can't find it, I'll send you one. But it was kind of, I don't know, kind of weird. For those who might not have known, I got a channel strike for breaching terms of service, YouTube's terms of service. So I couldn't upload anything. And but apparently I found out my Every Second Matters post that went out on the 2nd was scheduled. It's scheduled. I have them scheduled out through like next June. So if you get a strike, I guess if you have something scheduled, it'll still go out. That's what it looks like. And Gizzard Gary finally made it.
I'm here.
About time.
Stumbling around in the dark there.
The last link hadn't changed so often. I already had a favorite set for it, so I didn't. It's been a long time since I've had to go to Discord and look for a link. I forgot that. Till you reminded me. My bad.
No, that's quite all right. I had to remember to go in and then change it because StreamYard now has the I forget what they call it, so the link stays the same.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
I don't use that, but probably should.
That's nifty. I didn't know that.
And which is nice because then I don't have to go in and then change it, every week.
Yes.
But it took me a while. StreamYard has changed a little bit in the year that I haven't been using it.
Yeah, it's changed a lot.
I used to use the free version, so I didn't stream to other platforms. And I had to figure all of that out while I was setting up the chat. And that took me a little while to get in there and then figure out the settings and stuff. But so far, I think we got it working. So if it's a little more janky than normal, I apologize. Just trying to get used to the new old streaming platform. But other than that, how you doing, Gary?
Not too bad, thank you. I'm alive and well and still living in Paradise, Kansas, man.
Well, that's good to hear.
Paradise.
Gun Websites was out there earlier. He probably, I don't know if he's going to make it. He didn't do his chat today. DJ Play Nice. Guns and Barbecue. Gizzard Gary. Ozzy Orsborn. Justin Grimm. Mr. Bob Davalina. Sergeant Joe Smith. Ron Wayne. X-Adam1. It's really nice being able to click on these quickly. With the EV Mux, it was a little slower. So yeah, I click on them and then had to wait. I couldn't just kind of flash through them like I can on here. Skagit Valley Guns. I think I said X Adam 1, but X Adam 1. 2 live move. That's a good question. Doesn't stink, but yeah, probably doesn't get washed as much as it should. And oh, I got to remember to unclick them. That was the nice thing about EVMux is you could set a timer for how long you wanted it to show the comments, so it would automatically take them down. I have to remember to do things again. And oh, I know, I think I missed Hillbilly. Sorry about the Hillbilly. Hillbilly up. You know,
Nice.
Don't forget your ticker.
Oh, I didn't even have. I don't have one right yet.
Oh.
So they're
Vampire.
Oh wait. It's got the old tickers from long ago.
Yes.
It's still up here. So at the bottom of the screen is an email address. contactlafosse@gmail.com. You can send in comments, suggestions, or pictures within reason. And there's a link for the Discord server, place to hang out, chit chat. You can also share pictures and stuff like that. You can get a hold of me there pretty much any time, and everybody that comes on the chat, you can get a hold of them also. Should I move back to here? All right. Do you guys know who Uncle Jim is?
I think so.
YouTuber?
I have one.
Uncle Jim.
I don't think he does YouTube.
No, I was watching his live. He does a Saturday live stream. He used to live in Washington, and now he lives. God, no, I forget where he lives. Like Montana. I don't think it's Montana, but something like that. But during his live stream, he put his link out in the chat, and you got a brown eye.
No.
Somebody put in a fake name of one of the regulars, and he let him in, and it was basically looked like a breech loader, wide open.
Did anybody screenshot it, send it to Moo?
No, I thought about screenshotting it, but I didn't want that. I didn't want a copy of it. But that's kind of why I don't put it out in the chat. I'm not that adventurous.
I say all the time, I've been very fortunate. I only had that one issue that one time, and it's pretty safe to say where that stemmed from in the first place. Being as there's virgins in Ohio that need to be thrown in volcanoes in Washington that were trying to troll my channel because I live rent-free in their head, and they got me one time. But other than that, been very fortunate doing it as long as I have.
Woods is out there. Good evening. Oh, let me, while I'm thinking about it, XAdam1 had posted some pictures in the Discord that I said I was going to show and then never showed. last time we had a show. So let
Is
me.
this for that gun that he got on the brokers or whatever?
The oil field.
I don't know. Because I don't think he told us what it was, just that it was like his dream gun or something. And he had to come up with like 2,000 doll hairs, like super quick.
I don't know if it was that one.
Darn it.
So we. Where are you? Where are you? Oh, I got to go to Wolverville. Well, there we go. I got it. I'm remembering. I remember. So this isn't the one, but this is. He's been buying a lot of Henrys. So this is one of the Henrys that he bought. And that's the Garand
Ooh.
with the bayonet, the replica bayonet. That I managed to cut myself with.
Nice. Are you going to name it Vampire now? With a Y?
No,
Thank God.
When I was doing one of the shorts, it's one of the ones where, I'm just kind of holding it out. So you just see the gun in my hands. And in part of it, I was going to put the bayonet on it. Well, I'm holding the rifle and the way the camera's set up is it's right in front of me. So I have to hold my hands as far out as I can. And so I put the bayonet in my back pocket. Well, I couldn't get it handle down, so I turned it over to put it in tip down, and it slid through my hands.
Oh.
Cut a little bit. But you can see at the end of that short, there's a little bit of blood on my fingers because I cut myself. So this is the one he was talking about, the oil fields, or he works in the oil fields.
Oh, yeah, I remember mentioning that. Yep.
There you can see the rig. Oil man, American oil man. And then said this is the rig from the TV show compared to the rig he actually works on. Torex TX22. I think that's his 22. And then after he was able to pick up, this is the actual gun. And since it has a scope, you can see he added the extended hammer roller thingies. I don't remember what it's called. But it is pretty cool. So let me put an X. I can mark where we left off. Like I said, once said the serial number starts with oil, OIL. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah, I had written stuff down on my whiteboard, but now it's been so long I don't remember what it means. X Adam 1 pick. Yeah, we showed that. Vulcan Rumble is out there. There's a Supreme Court case, Rush v. U.S., but I don't even remember what it's about. What talk about, but well, and DJ, if you can put the helpline numbers. So I meant to mention last time we did a stream that when you come into the holiday seasons, there's an uptick in self-harms. There's a lot of stress that goes on. People feel the pressure and loneliness. And there are people that want to hear from you if you need somebody to talk to. Also pinned to the top of the chat was the last poll that we did. So if you haven't voted in that one, head over there and give it a vote, and we'll look at that here in just a little bit. And thank you, DJ. He put the numbers out there. If you need somebody to talk to, there's always somebody who wants to listen. And then put the Canada and UK numbers and Australia. Let me share more screen. X Adam 1 just put in some more pictures. Excuse me.
Bless you.
His Henry collection. And his feet. God damn, he got his feet in there. And why do people always take pictures of their feet?
Normally people are paying for those things. I don't know.
I like the one with the bear on it. That's cool.
I bet a lot of Subaru owners own that one. Or are you talking about a different kind of bear?
Different kind of bear.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Not the kind you find in the disco, the kind you find out in the woods.
Oh, that kind. Good.
It's a neat little collection. Oh, he said that the one with the bear there, it's a 45. Well, I guess I could highlight him there. It's a 4570. And on the opposite side, it has a moose.
Nice.
It is nice. Cool. I have to put another X in there. Yeah, and that's also the person that always like, I'm so poor. I'm so poor. Look at my new gun. I'm so poor.
Wish I was that poor.
What's said, Subaru owners carry 9mm CZ75 variants. Hey now, I carry my CZ75 compact a lot. It says normally I'll carry my TH40, and if I don't carry that, then I'll carry my CZ compact.
Speaking of guns, did you hear that Glock is coming out with the Gen 6 starting in January?
I did.
Seriously?
That series?
It has more of a beaver tail. The grip angle is maybe a little different.
Flat trigger.
But so we had to rush the Glock V to the market. And
Yeah,
then
I feel bad about everybody who bought that.
3 months later, here's the Gen 6.
Yep.
Now the question is the Gen 6 going to have those features of the Glock V, or is that just something they did for giggles and shits?
Don't know. May never know. Wood said Foss has had a Subaru. That's true. I did at one time own a Subaru. It's one time I was driving and there was a little Subaru. It's like an Impreza zipping through traffic. And I turned to my wife and I said, there's a name for Subaru drivers. It begins with A and ends in hole. And then she reminded me, well, you used to own a Subaru. God damn it.
She just said, I rest my case.
Ozzy said, I carry a CZ75 P01 and drive a Durango. Have a good night, DJ.
See you, DJ.
X Adam 1 said, I'm curious to feel the grip on it. The grip is supposedly slightly rounded with a palm swell and undercut. Picture I saw, yeah, I didn't notice the palm swell, but you could see the undercut. X Adam 1 said, the rumor I saw was the V-Series was the replacement for Gen 3 for restricted states. And what's Gen 6 generations, each more perfecter.
Yep, sounds about right.
I mean, I like mine, my Glock. I don't have a problem with Glocks. They're not fancy. It looks like they're getting a little fancier. But, they work. They work well. You know what you're going to get from them. Grip angle doesn't matter to me. I'm not a good enough shooter.
I don't know if you mentioned it or not. I think one of the other things they did with the Gen 6 is they improved something on the optic mounting system. It's basically supposed to be far better than the MOS was. So.
I saw something, but I didn't quite understand what I was looking at. So we'll see once they start sending them out to all the big channels and all the reviews. Everybody loves them.
Yeah, I'll let you know when I get mine.
But I don't like when I was on Ron Wayne's chat and he asked would I choose a Glock or a Glock clone. I would choose the Glock. I think I've only shot a couple Glock. A few Glock clones. I don't remember which ones. But none of them were any better than a Glock. Cheaper. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Gary?
I haven't bought a Glock in a long time. I've got 3 Gen 4s, all of them. And I like them a lot. So I've always been the opinion, why buy an imitator when you can buy the original? As far as stuff like that, because there's a reason they're being copied, because it works. So, yeah, I'd probably buy a Glock before I bought a Glock clone. I'm just not in the market for one right now, but it could happen.
The first one I ever shot was a 48. Rented it from the range that I used to belong to. Thought, why not try it? And it, for me, it shot well, and I liked the feel of it. Didn't have any problem with it. I'm not gonna carry it because I don't carry striker fire. I would. The only time I ever envisioned is if I did hiking, which I don't really go hiking, in a chest rig. I do have a holster for it on a battle belt, but that was more for just making videos and stuff. Play acting. Woods said, I don't hate or love Glocks. I have a few, but don't feel strongly about Glock. It's the vanilla ice cream of guns. Good, but needs improvement to get me excited. Except one, Glock clones don't have the same recoil. The only Glockish gun I like is the P80. Otherwise, they're just okay. And Ozzy said, if they are so perfect, why did I print so many warranty cards? Ozzy works in a printing shop. Ron Wayne said, I like both, but I carry a Glock. Which Glock do you carry? If you don't mind me asking, Ron?
So I'm going to do a hot take here and say, if my only options were a Glock or a Glock clone, I'm going to choose the Glock. Partly because while it's a Glock clone, you can never be 100% truly sure if they cloned it 100%. So some parts may not interchange the way that you'd like. And if you're, I understand the argument that people will make with, the idea of like, oh, end of world, end of civilization, blah, blah, blah. If you have a Glock, then you'll be able to find parts forever. Great. If you have a clone, though, you may not be able to. You could end up having a problem. And that goes to what Gary then said. Why get the imitator when you can have the original?
Justin carries a G19 or 43. And Ron said he carries a G30 Gen 5. The 45. Because he's cool. Justin wants a 49. Ozzy is sewing a holster for 43X as we speak.
Nice.
X1 wants to know price. Price of what?
I think he's talking about the new Glocks.
Oh, I don't have a clue. I haven't looked into them at all.
I've got their promo page up on my screen. It doesn't list any of that. It does show everything that was changed, but it does not give an MSRP, but they will be available. Does it give a date? It says 44 days from now, so not too much longer. January 20th.
So is that after SHOT Show?
Probably.
So maybe
real quick and see what the dates are for SHOT Show.
they want to show them off at SHOT Show and then release them.
Oh, that is, yeah, the week of SHOT Show. Exactly. It corresponds with the beginning of SHOT Show. So, which makes sense. They'll debut them at SHOT Show.
X-Adam once said the reason someone would carry a clone versus the original, price is a factor. Some of us are poor, and a dagger might be more appealing. No, I completely understand that because, the dagger is half the price of the Glock, almost. G-Webs, it's out there. He must have woke up. Said SHOT is the 20th through the 24th of January.
Yes, the dagger half the price from a company that, unless you buy it directly from them at one of their shops in South Carolina, will then say it was handled by a third party and not warranty it.
I don't know. They just was never interested in the dagger. I've been looking at the TH series again. So I've got the TH9, the Taurus TH9, and the TH40, and I really want the 45 and the 10. The problem is I don't need them. I just want them. So I don't know, because there's other stuff I could be spending that money on. Gun related stuff like reloading supplies, or I really want an Athlon chronograph. So I think we talked about it, maybe on your show, Barbecue. Or I wanted an Athlon, just because the Caldwell I have, it works for the most part. It's not the greatest, but it gives me some readings that are probably close to accurate. And even if they're not completely accurate, as long as the inaccuracy is consistent, it gives me a range and gives me an idea of the loads and stuff like that.
Okay, you're never gonna hear me complain about you saying you want an Athlon. I've been on that Athlon bandwagon since 2018 when I learned about them, and I've been telling people about them ever since. I was like, forget Vortex, and say that this company's trying to compete directly with Vortex. And
not the scopes, not the Athlon scopes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, just any of their optics are just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's they are. I want to try and stop saying "der" or "there." It drives me crazy when I'm editing and I see that I say "der." "Der" is not a word, but it's just a bad habit I have. They are about $400.
If you're Chingy, it is there. Pretty sure the rapper Chingy made that a word.
I don't know who that is.
That's okay. It's okay. That's like from back when I was in high school. So,
which is cheaper than the Garmin, which is like $600. But that's it's just more than I want to spend on a chronograph. So I've been having trouble getting myself to spend that much. It's nice to be able just to set it right next to you. If you want to touch it, you can touch it. Whereas with Caldwell, it has to be out past the shooting line So I can't touch it while everybody's shooting. And if I get an error, I have to wait. Sometimes wait till nobody's looking, but by the rules, you don't cross that line for safety.
Yeah.
M. Gabriel is out there. And Boomstick is out there.
Boom.
G-Webs wants to know, are those the radar? Yes, they are radar kind of chronographs. M. Gabriel said, if you touch it more than twice, you're playing with your crony. Sometimes you gotta to get it going. Woo. If you could swing that, I might make a donation to your cause as a thank you. But yeah, I reloaded a bunch of 300 blackout and then got another powder somebody suggested for subsonic 300 blackout that I need to load tomorrow some test loads and say I should be able to sneak out to the range on Monday. See how it does. So I'm accurate 1680. I tried the CFE black, which is kind of designed for 300 blackout, but it runs dirty, which I didn't like. So I tried H110, and I know you guys don't know or care about any of what I'm saying, but I'm going to say it anyways. It's like when I talk to my wife. I'm going to say it anyways, whether you understand it or not.
Nope, you're good. Do it. Nerd out on us, please.
H110 ran cleaner, and I was able to kind of dial in the numbers that I wanted. Uncle Jim on his chat tonight he happened to be talking about H110 with one of the other guys, and I guess you can get spikes with it where you get a pressure spike. Your bullets seated a little deeper, or so far I haven't had a problem with it. Knock on wood.
It's interesting.
I'm not too concerned about it because that's what I use H110 for a 450 Bushmaster, but the 300 blackout, the 220 grains, they're a lot longer, so the bullet is as tall as the case is. So there's not a lot of room in that case once you get the bullet seated. But I err on the conservative side. So the length is fine, should be okay. I'm not too concerned about it. But Ozzy said H110. Get over here. There we go. H110 usually works well. The only problem is it's a really fine powder, so it gets everywhere. And kind of leaks out of the powder drop, and it's a little more to clean up. But it runs like I said, cleaner. Is when you're running with the can, you get a lot of stuff in your face. And there are charging handles with seals on them, and I've seen people make their own with silicone to stop the smoke from getting in your face. But I don't know. We'll see how the 1680 does. Ozzy said he uses H110 for 44 Magnum.
Ooh.
I don't remember. I've only loaded a little bit of 44 Magnum. I don't remember what powder. I probably used Tight Group. is for handguns. I've kind of only been using tight group and long shot. But I still am fairly new to reloading. I've only been reloading a year or so, maybe a little. I couldn't tell you because time gets muddled for me. You know, a week is a month, and a month is a year. I get a little confused, but because I have a Lee press, a 4-turret press. I bought back during COVID, like right when COVID hit, and then all the supplies disappeared. So I didn't touch it for a while. And then after supplies started, you could start buying stuff again. I decided, well, I've had it, might as well set it up and start learning how to use it. And I enjoy doing it. I'm not set up for to run quantity, but it's nice to have the skill. I enjoy doing it. If I ever need to do it, I can do it. Yeah. And I think, there's the guys like the competition, like Chris from the 740. He can probably make ammunition for really cheap because he does a lot. He thousands and thousands of rounds a year. And I'll do, a couple hundred. But M. Gabriel wants to know what I got the channel strike for. Not absolutely sure. I think I had gotten a warning. I'm not really sure what that was for. I think it's because I gave out a website. I was reading off of something, and on that something was a website, and I read that website, and I'm pretty sure that's what got me the warning. And then a week later, I got the strike, and I'm not absolutely sure what that was for. So I'm not positive on why, but we're back, and hopefully I don't get in trouble for 90 days. All that'll kind of go away. X Adam 1 wants to know, have you seen the 68 grain Underwood ammo that goes 1800? No, have not. I still prefer, I understand the ballistics of a lighter grain going faster. I still prefer fat and slow and heavy. Maybe because I'm fat, slow, and heavy.
Like Gary likes his women.
Because in general, if you double the weight of the bullet, you double the power of the round. If you double the speed of the bullet, you quadruple the power of the round. The force.
Yes.
And Ozzy said 44 Magnum is the only thing that he reloads. So far, I've done 9mm, 40. I have dies, another set of dies set up for 10mm, and I haven't done 10mm yet. I've only got everything set up. 30-06. I'm looking because I've got my exemplars, my dummy rounds that I made when I was setting stuff up. 300 Blackout, which I didn't think I was gonna reload 300 Blackout, and then I was buying something off Amazon with same day shipping, and they said, "Why don't you buy this also instead of 300 blackout dies?" And I'm like, well, "Okay, I'll buy those." 44 Magnum and 45 ACP. Those are what I've done so far. And I'm trying to remember if I have any more dies that I just haven't used. Oh, 357 Magnum. I've loaded that also. Yeah, I wasn't going to do, for rifle rounds, I wasn't planning on doing neck cartridges because I didn't want to have to anneal stuff. Anneal the brass, get into all that. And when I was talking to, when I first started reloading, and I was talking to Chris from the 740, doing a chat with him, and for 5.56, he's like, "Yeah, I don't anneal my brass. I just shoot it till it cracks and throw it away." Like, oh, I didn't know that was an option. I thought you had to anneal. Annealing it will make the brass last longer because every time that brass gets worked a little bit, it hardens it and then it ends up cracking. But I'm not reloading the rounds enough where I really have to worry about that. So then that led to, I think the 30-06 was the first neck cartridge, and then 300 blackout. They're the only two. Oh, do I do? No, I thought about doing 300 Legend. Oh, 450 Bushmaster. That's the other one. You mentioned. Yeah, it can get expensive buying the equipment and buying the powders. There's not a lot of powders that I can get locally. So I have to order it, and then you've got the hazmat fee and shipping fees. Sometimes somebody will run a sale, a free shipping or free hazmat, which kind of helps, but still you've got the added cost. But well, it's a good skill to have. Oh, and 12 gauge. That's the other one. I love 12 gauge. This one is kind of a harsh light. There you go. That's 1 ounce of pure silver. It's my werewolf load.
I like it. Now, what if you put Jarlick on all that silver before you loaded it in there? Could you double that up as a vampire load?
I don't know, because I have to go back and research, because garlic just might be a repellent and not kill.
Yeah, wasn't sure.
What
if you put tiny wood stakes in with that?
Well, I'll mention that in just a second, but that's the 9mm V crown that I glued a little pure silver pellet in the tip, just in case.
Like it.
Well, never mind. I was gonna mention something that I think is what got me in trouble. Got me my channel strike. I won't mention that. But there are places where you can get silver bullets, but they're like over $100 a piece. So
yeah,
I would think that's maybe good enough. But in true vampire lore, you don't use wooden stakes to kill vampires. The wooden stakes, after somebody dies and they're buried, you drive the wooden stake through their heart into the ground to keep them from rising again. That's what the wooden stake originally was.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep.
And then it morphed into that's how you kill them. That's not how you kill them. That's how you keep them from coming back up.
Which just amazes me because they're supposed to have superhuman strength, but somehow that pins them down.
Oh. Let me. Oops. Got to remember, I have to take down the comments. G-Web said any neck down cartridge is going to take longer to reload because you got to inspect them, crack them. The case prep takes longer on the rifle cartridges. It's like 30-06. You have to lube them, resize them, clean the lube off, trim them the size to length. So the prep takes longer than with the pistol cartridges. The straight walls don't really grow, but the neck down cartridges, they'll lengthen a little bit.
They're growers, not showers.
Yeah. X-Adam1 said he's out of 300 Blackout. His birthday is tomorrow. 2 random facts.
Interesting.
Well, happy birthday, and it sucks to be you.
Yes, happy birthday.
M. Gabriel's wood plugs in all the hollow points. The same place you can get the silver bullets, they also have ones with a little bit of wood in the tips. And Mr. Bob said it would only take a minute, man. Wink, wink. If you know, you know. Justin wants to know, do I have a Sportsman's Warehouse? There is one. It's probably 40 minutes north of me. I've never been there. I have been to a Sportsman's Warehouse. That's where I bought my 12 gauge from. I can't even think of what it is. Yeah, that's the Sportsman's Warehouse in Puyallup. I went to the one in Silverdale, which is even farther away, but they're the ones that had the shotgun back during COVID. So of course I overpaid, but I wanted it, so I bought it. A garage guy's out there. He said 357 SIG is a pain. I can see that. The small, this one 357 SIG. Yeah, that little bit of neck on that cartridge. I like to pick up all the brass I can, but when I can find brass for stuff that I don't have, it's kind of cool. You know, it's like finding a pretty rock at the beach, or pretty shell. I have a small collection of stuff that I don't shoot. I think this one's a 32. 32. Oh, just Grim said, just thinking for powder. Yeah, their website sucks because you can't look up their inventory for that store. We have Cabela's, which they're not the greatest price, but they have more selection. Coastal, which is it's a farm and ranch store. They have a little better price, but not as good selection. So those are the 2 local stores that I'll look at. And then usually if I can't find it there, then I'll just order it. There's a few different places I'll order from. XM1. G-Web said I used to get most all of my reloading stuff at gun shows, pennies on the dollar. XM1, I have not seen a 32 ACP gun in person that I can recall. Definitely never shot one. I've seen them at Cabela's in their gun library for sale, but I've never actually touched one. Guns and Water is out there. I think he was over at the Uncle Jim's chat for the Butthole Show.
Ooh.
Ozzy said, a week from Monday is the Second Amendment's birthday. I also turned 65 on that day.
Nice.
Well, happy birthday in case I don't see you by then.
Do you retire on that day? Happy birthday. Did we lose Gary?
No, he's still here.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't talk unless I poke him. You got a Gary poking stick that when I want him to comment. There's two. There's a Sportsman's Warehouse and there's another Sportsman named. So maybe the other Sportsman is the Canadian one. As Gary said, from what I read, Sportsman Warehouse is an independently owned corporate headquarters in West Jordan, Utah.
Yeah, there was an attempted buyout from Great American Outdoor Brands, the same company that owns Cabela's and Bass Pro, but I think the FTC negated it for some reason. So
Give him a monopoly? I wouldn't really give him a monopoly. I still don't see how that. Well, given I could see how mental gymnastics would be done to say that could happen. Yeah.
Well, the Google AI says while Canadian Co-op UFA briefly acquired some Sportsman's Warehouse locations in 2009 and sold them back later, the main U.S. Sportsman's Warehouse is no longer Canadian owned. It was acquired by the U.S. Great American Outdoors Group in 2020-2021 through that merger, though that merger later ended and now is part of that larger outdoor retail family. So it looks like the Canadian group bought 10 stores and then sold them back.
Yeah, they declared bankruptcy in 2009. That's when they were taken over by the Blackstone Group, and then they emerged from bankruptcy and went public again in 2013.
So according to the Google AI, they are owned by Great American Outdoor Group.
I don't think that's true.
I'm not saying it is or isn't. I'm just saying that's what the Google says.
Hey.
What did you Google?
Are you arguing with the Google? Are you saying the Google's wrong, Gary?
The AI overview in Google, when I search for Sportsman's Warehouse owner, it says Sportsman's Warehouse is an independent, publicly traded company that is not owned by Great American Outdoors Group. The companies had a merger agreement that was terminated in December 2021 due to concerns about FTC approval.
Yeah, the end of when I did the deeper dive AI said today's Sportsman Warehouse operates as an independent, publicly traded company specializing in outdoor sports equipment. Blah blah blah. So, according to Google, they are and are not owned by Cabela's. They are in quantum flux. They're Schrodinger's sportsman store. Yeah. On the whole, don't care, honestly. Oh, let me see. Ozzy said Gary and I will be the same age again for a couple of months, anyways.
When does he turn? Because I turn next month. I turn 66. So
He said a week from Monday.
okay, yeah, for about a month and a half. We're the same age.
Justin said I don't reload, but I've purchased stuff from. Is that a misspelling? MyWall? I don't know MyWall, or is that Midway?
Probably.
I know they have a lot of reloading stuff. G-Web said, yep, my info is old. Interesting. I've never heard of all that while it happened, but we all heard about Cabela's buying Bass Pro. Sportsman's Guide. I think that's the other one I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
Sportsman. And Woods had mentioned that earlier. Also, Sportsman's Guide. Justin said Mewall Core. I don't know. I've never heard of them. Yeah, I was at Cabela's today getting some bullets for 300 blackouts and 220 grain. While I was there, I was with my daughter and I told her, hey, if you see something you want to get mom for Christmas, we can pick it up. And she did. She picked out a pink sparkly hat, which my wife will never wear because it's got the big Bass Pro Shop logo on it.
That's awesome.
I thought it was funny, so I bought it. Because now what does she do? Does she not wear it and disappoint her daughter? But I left the tag on it, so we return it. We have to.
Very nice.
Justin said they used to sell a lot of ammo and guns at gun shows in Arizona. I think the Mewall. G-Web said they are. He said
they are a cool company.
That's what I took it to be. They're a cool company, supported gun shows. Okay, he corrected it. Yeah, right now I'm kind of stuck in the everything I want to buy. That there's been times in my life where this has happened, more than once. There's a few different things I want to buy, and they're all the same price. So I can't buy all of them. Like when I had my classic cars, all the parts I wanted to buy, they'd all be the same price. So you have to figure out which one I actually wanted to get. Um, I want the Athlon, but I want the Taurus. But I could also be buying powder and bullets and stuff so I can reload more. Just don't know. And I'm not patient. Unless I'm mad. If I'm upset, I will wait till hell freezes over just to prove a point. But I don't know. What should I do? If say like $400. I'm going to spend $400. The Athlon is about 400. The gun I want, it's about 400. That 400 could go quite a ways for reloading. There isn't any one of the things that I absolutely need. It's just more what do I do?
So, what's the driving factor behind wanting the chronograph so bad?
As I'm developing loads, it makes it easier to do all that at the range.
Okay.
Don't have to spend as much time fussing with the chronograph.
What are you developing loads for?
Any of the rounds where if I'm looking at a different powder, then you kind of work up, figure out where I want to be. If you're working for accuracy, then you have different loads to try.
Well, that's what I'm kind of curious about, though. So, are you trying to put holes inside of holes at the range? Are you trying to get optimal performance out of your 300 blackout subsonically? That way, when you put the can on it, it's ultra quiet. Because at the end of the day, if you're like, well, if I do these workups, then I have the option if I want to do such a thing. But if at the end of the day, you're really not trying to put holes inside of holes or something like that, is it super necessary?
It probably isn't, because if you stick to the load data, then those should be safe numbers, but it's nice to be able to verify.
Yes.
Because you don't know, I won't know the pressure, but looking at the speed, you can get an idea of your pressure in your case. But it allows me, if I shoot and it's in the range where I'm expecting it to be, I know everything's good. But if I shoot it and it's screaming, like half, 50% faster than I was expecting, then there's a problem. And
that brings us to another thing. Safety. Are you trying to load on the higher end of these different loads? Are you trying to get close to max performance out of each one?
I don't. I don't. I'm not looking to push the limits. Pretty much, I'm happy with an okay group. I'm not. My holes aren't touching. Not since my younger days. The holes aren't touching. As long as I can have, this is the minimum goal is because this is a chest. This is this big. So a group within this, and I'm kind of happy. I know, I'm not loading for precision, and not too, I'm not too worried about it being the fastest round because it's gonna do its job even if it's a little slow.
Yes.
And there's lots of caveats, barrier
So
penetration, but in general, speaking in general.
then right now, if you're not really trying to drive tax and you're not pushing any limits of the pressures or anything, then like could you end up with uh a round that could have been overpressured or something? Yeah, like that's a chance that could happen. I mean, unless like you're gonna just like, all right, here's 3 rounds from this lot that I did, and stuff like that, just to kind of check like each quote unquote lot. Then in that case, I would still understand the chronograph at that point. Um,
To be, for the most part, we'll say, out of all the rounds that I reload, the only two where I um, really want to be able to chronograph is the 300 blackout, mainly because there's 1,050 feet per second will keep you subsonic. That's
Mhm.
that's the barrier. So as I'm developing that load, you can hear it when it goes supersonic, but being
Yep.
able to see on the chronograph where you're at makes it so you can dial in that load, and then
Yep.
doing shotgun rounds is kind of probably the biggest one because
Okay.
the powders for the listed loads I can't get for what I want to load. So I'm substituting powder, and
Okay.
I'm not experienced enough to know, oh, you do this powder, you drop this much. Right now I'm guessing a little bit, researching online what I can find to give me an idea. Like this load here, with the 1 ounce and the 12 gauge, the powders that you use for doing this you can't get. They don't make them anymore. So I did a substitution with powder, and by researching was able to figure out about what the amount of grains that I should use, and was glad I had my chronograph because I was above
Pressure.
Yeah, I would have been above pressure, but looking at the feet per second,
Oh yeah.
I was 100 feet or more, a little over 100 feet per second over what the book had listed as the top load. I was still probably safe, but in shotguns, you're looking at 10,000 pounds per square inch. They are
Yes.
not. There's not a lot of pressure in shotguns, and the barrels are thinner.
Hmm.
So you have to be a little more conscious of pressures. Um, so those are the this and the 300 blackout are really the only two, because those are
Okay.
where I'm
So
looking. Well, I definitely want to keep an eye on the speed. With the 9
yep.
millimeter and the 45, it's more about grouping, and that you can just as you do your load ladder. So this much grain, this much grain, this much grain, and then you track your group size. Then the
So
chronograph isn't as important to me.
yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you got a pretty general idea on the 300 blackout, even even with the 9 millimeter, the 45, uh, weigh all your brass, each individual one that you're gonna load beforehand. Weigh each bullet beforehand, and um, you know, if you got a couple brass that are, you know, 2-3 grains heavier than other brass, set those ones off into their own pile, mark them. These ones were heavier at, however many grains. And, the bullets themselves, same deal. They're not always spot on. That way, when you go to do your loads,
that was one thing that I realized where, because I had done some of the night. Sorry to cut you off, but I had done some of the
you're fine.
And then I weighed the finished round, and then I weighed another one and saw there's a discrepancy. Like, well, that's odd. And I'm still learning. So I weighed the bullets, and I think these were the V crowns. I weighed the V crowns, and there was a difference. So you can't weigh the finished case because there's such a difference. There can be a difference in if you're reusing brass, because some of the brass is thicker, so it'll be a little heavier. But just the bullet weight itself, there's a variance more than I was expecting.
I've heard of people even weighing their primers, but so each component I'd weigh. It's getting a little nitty gritty there. Like, this is just saying, if you didn't go with the chronograph, it's a way to kind of keep track. Then you can mark down like, this group of rounds was slightly heavier. Like, the powder inside is the same, but like the bullet was slightly heavier, the brass was slightly heavier. That's why the overall round might perform a little different.
Realistically, that'll never happen. That's one of the things I struggle with if I start doing something, a new activity. I will be very attentive, very detailed, take as much time as it takes. But the more I do it, the more it becomes this is taking too long, and then I'll shortcut. I'll want a shortcut. So I won't do, like with the reloading, I won't do unsafe things. So that's why I'll do one complete round at a time. Weigh one charge, one brass case. I don't line up all the cases, fill all the cases with powder, bullets. It's one at a time. I need to do that in order to keep straight what I'm doing, to minimize mistakes. And I'm not telling anybody else to do that. That's the way I have to do it. So I know I am minimizing my mistakes that I'm going to make.
No, especially when you're first doing it, like single stage press where you're doing one round at a time is personally, I think, the best way to start and learn. That way you don't make any squibs and you don't make anything that's going to blow your firearm up either. All it takes is one moment of lapse attention, and you undercharge around, you overcharge around, and you didn't realize it. And when you've got a turret press going that you're loading up 5-6 rounds at a time, it's easy to really mess up something up then. So no, totally get that and agree. So my last question is then, how often are you loading shotgun rounds?
Not that often. It was, I bought a Lee shotgun press for 12 gauge, and that was kind of a whim. They're reloading wise, they're pretty cheap. I barely use it. I only use it to do crimps and to pop out the old primers, the spent primers, because I'm saving all my spent primers. I want to have, when I have enough, I want to make a rest out of it, out of primers. Primers in the back. But it is nice to be able to do the star crimps on it, but sometimes I roll crimp, like these are roll crimped. But sometimes I'll roll crimp, sometimes I'll star crimp. The roll crimps will be a little they'll, I lost the word. A little lower pressure than with the star crimp because they release easier, so they don't build up quite as much pressure. There's just a tiny bit of pressure difference. And then all the other nice thing is you don't have to worry about stack height, whereas you can kind of see the green inside. That's the wad. So with the star crimp, this all needs to be a certain height. So sometimes you have to add in fillers and stuff like that to get that height right. With a roll crimp, you just roll crimp it down until you hit the top. So, you know, if it was this tall, you could just roll crimp it all down or cut it off and roll crimp it. With the star crimp, you don't have as much flexibility.
Yeah.
And for everybody out there, well, welcome to the reloading chat. But so I'm sorry I cut you off again.
No, you're fine. So, like, with your initial question, like, I realize I've been asking a ton about the chronograph. Because, like you said, you know, $400 can go a long ways with supplies for reloading. It can go long ways towards a new firearm. Any firearm in mind?
Yeah, one of the Taurus TH.
Oh,
Either
okay.
the 40 or the 45 or the 10. I want them all. I want the set of 4. There are compact versions, but I want the full size, one of each of the full size versions.
I gotcha.
That's for those who don't know, the Taurus TH series is the hammer fired series.
The Man series.
But you know, I've got the 9 and I got the 45, and I don't need them. I just want them because it finishes the set.
This is a tough one. Obviously, reloading supply is always nice. Even if it's just components for the rounds, not any new dies or anything like that, just components. Like, that's a lot of rounds that you're creating then, and that's a lot more range time you get in.
Even if I don't reload it, I have the supplies. So
yes.
if there's a run on something, you know, I have it should I need it in the future.
Exactly. But you know, you could complete that little collection that you want to complete, which would also be super awesome. Likewise, the Athlon chronograph, it sounds like you've got a couple good purposes for it. I don't know. So Gary's being really quiet. I feel like Gary probably have a good opinion here.
I don't know nothing.
You don't know nothing about birthing no babies.
That's right.
Gary would. No, God damn it. Gary doesn't watch movies. He wouldn't get that.
I don't get it either, honestly, since it's from a movie.
Gone with the Wind.
Oh, can't say I've seen it.
G-Web said, never Taurus, buy the Chrono, and then he said, wait until after SHOT Show, see if they give him one. Then he can pass on to me. Wood said, buy the Taurus.
Well, that's an interesting option. You know, if G-Webs can snag you one, that'd be pretty cool.
Well, the funny thing about it is, this is the first year since I started since I bought my first handgun, this is the first full year I've went without buying any new ones. So it's been a while, guys.
Oh, I feel like
I
you need
was
to go and get to the LGS immediately. That just gave me a rash hearing that.
Mr.
Sadly,
Bob
I have
said,
not purchased anything in a year as well.
Wow.
Mr. Bob said I get 10 points for the Butterfly McQueen reference. I was very surprised. It was last year. I try to keep not written inventory, but mental inventory of what I have. And every time I look, there's more than I expect, which I don't know how it happens. And I did not realize how many, looking from back when I bought my first gun to when I was realizing this, I didn't realize how many per year I was buying because I wasn't really buying guns, but somehow they were multiplying. Probably average like 3 a year. Somehow I don't know how because it just happens. I don't know. Ozzy's asking what Taurus I was looking at. The TH either 10 or 45. When they came out with the TH45, I was kind of excited because I knew that gave them the large frame to do a 10 millimeter, which they ended up doing. Wood said new rule in January. The FOSS by the gun.
I feel like just because of the state you live in, you should go with the firearm.
That was the other thing, is because that I think June is when the new rules go into place. So I had been thinking about getting something before then. Yeah, I ended up getting a Garand, but that was just more of, Skagit Valley is like, hey, you want a Garand for this much? Hell yeah, I do. And I need to get together with him and find out how much exactly because he had asked if I wanted a barreled receiver. It's like, nah. Well, now I have an extra stock. I need to find out maybe how much those barreled receivers are and build another Garand.
I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have to punch him in the wiener when I get to see him. He didn't make me any offers like that.
Well, I think it was more just I lucked out, happened to be talking to him at the right time.
Probably.
Because he went to the Ohio CMP and he's planning on going to the other CMP in the future.
That's my whole point. Like, he was 3 hours away from me.
Justin said, get both. You have two hands. It goes. I was thinking the new law went into effect in 26. I guess maybe not 20 till 27. Shit, I could buy a bunch. Ozzy wants to know whose wiener are you touching? Barbecue.
It'd be very violently, but it'd be Skagit Valley Guns.
G-Web said talking about the guns, we leave them alone in the dark, safe a lot of times, and nature will find a way. I swear that has to be what happens. Is pretty sure I don't recall buying that many. There's lots of stuff I don't remember. Oh, Gary. Are you there? Did you fall asleep?
Yo, I'm here.
Oh, there you are. Did you want to do a bracket tonight?
Sure. Is it
I
about
don't
what guns you should buy?
No. No. I don't think I have my bracket intro. Oh, I didn't put up I had, darn it. I can do backgrounds on here. Didn't have a background up. We weren't floating through space, or do we want the kind of electric rain? Yeah, we'll go with the, well, you can't see the moon. The clouds of the moon. Go with that one. I don't have my stinger for the, I do have this. I'll play this. It's been a while.
Gearwebsites.com for 2A stickers, patches, books, logo design, web design, 3D printing, technology consulting, and so much more. Gearwebsites.com.
Alrighty.
If you want to know what the
the
likelihood
poll.
of somebody calling your name in a chat, sneak into the other room to get a snack. That's when they'll call your name. So,
Well, that's like when I let the dog outside. As soon as if I start eating something or I get up to go do something, he'll bark because he wants to come back in. That happened today. I looked at him. I could see him out in the yard on the other side of the yard. So I got up to do something, and instantly he's back at the door. But this week's poll, I almost forgot that. So we'll take a look at that first. Share screen. And which on IR you are. And there we go. So this week's poll was, how do you feel about the holiday seasons? Let me refresh this page. Make sure we're up to date. And then sort news first. There we go. So how do you feel about the holiday seasons? It's a festive time. It's festive and a little stressful. It's nothing but stressful, and it's lonely. And 40% said it's festive and a little stressful. 24% said it's a festive time. 19% said it's lonely. And 17% said it's nothing but stressful. And this kind of came out of, I had remembered that I had forgotten, which often happens, that I'll remember that I forgot something and then forget that I remembered that I forgot something. But because I had wanted to mention, because suicides go up when we roll into Thanksgiving and Christmas. Brings on a lot of lonely feelings because there's people that are alone. So I wanted to talk about to mention the helplines that are out there, which up there, I should have started. I am not good at using the star feature on this, but DJ had put out there earlier for me the crisis lines. So if you need somebody to talk, there are people that want to listen. And looking at the comments, DJ in the comments put out the crisis line. The best drywaller, it's a construction company. Take off November, it's Thanksgiving. Take off December, it's Christmas. Take off January, it's New Year's. Construction work, stressed, broke, irritated. The goddamn bacon said, free hugs for everyone. Don't knock them. It could be just what someone needs at that moment. A 2A chef and barbecue with my mom and my wife both passed this year. Definitely lonely. I knew his mom had passed. I hadn't heard his wife had passed. Michigan Fork conservative from November until January. The time flies by faster than the northern summer, basically July and August. Partial work weeks, delayed shipping, and stacks of must complete this year add to stress, at least for people working. Many Wayne said I binge watch Boss's shorts, take my mind off it. 22 Guru, I hope you have a good Thanksgiving. And I think that's everybody that commented. How is it stressful for you guys? Is it just happy and cheery? Combination of both?
It's not too stressful for me anymore.
I
Used to
hate
be.
this. Oh, sorry, Gary.
I was gonna say it used to be back when the kids were younger and stuff like that, but now that I'm pretty much on my own, it just as stressful as I make it. And this year I'm going down to spend Christmas with my brother and sister down in Texas. So since I was left alone all by myself, it's like, fine, I'll go find other family to stay with. So I'll be a pain for them for the holidays.
What about you, Barbecue?
I hate to say it, but this year, I wouldn't say it was stressful or anything, but I always really look forward to Thanksgiving and things like Christmas Eve and whatnot. New Year's Eve for getting the family together and whatnot, but not this year. It's just kind of like, whatever. I don't know if jaded is the right word, but I have grown tired of Thanksgiving as we go, and it used to be like everybody would eat, fall asleep, which fine, I get it, turkey, blah blah blah. We all know how that goes. But then it was like, oh, we got to go and look at the ads for Black Friday. I'm like, no. Like, screw Black Friday. I don't care. You should have had that done already. Right after Thanksgiving dinner is not the time to do it. Like, we should be having nice time as a family, enjoying, the time that we have together, all that fun jazz, playing some games, whatever the hell. And now that Black Friday sales don't happen like they used to, it seems like everybody just wants to sit on their phone and watch TikTok videos, and it just drives me up a friggin' wall. And this year, I guess I just had enough of it. I was like, I don't know why I go through this big thing each year to then just be like, okay, you can sit on your phone at home and do that. Like, I can save myself the cooking. I can save myself the mess. So, like I said, I don't know if jaded is the right word, but that's what's coming to mind. And I realize there's people out there that are probably like, oh, well, at least you get that, better than just sitting at home by yourself. But I don't know, when you're in a room full of people and you still feel alone, kind of sucks. So not looking forward to Christmas Eve for same reasons. I don't know. People just need to stay off their damn phones. Like, if you're talking to somebody, put your fucking phone down. It's ridiculous. All right, I'm jumping off my soapbox.
G-Webs has joined us. How you doing, G-Webs?
Not very good, but I figured I'd jump in for the bracket.
Oh, okay. We'll get to it here in just a second. Yeah, I don't know, it's not too stressful for us. Used to be a little more stressful, but most of my sisters moved away. The sister that's still around, I haven't talked to her in years. There's problems there, but It would be Thanksgiving was just my wife and kids, and then Christmas we ended up just doing like a lunch with everyone, just because it got real stressful and not a good time. So I kind of made the call that, hey, we'll just get together. There's no pressure to do anything, and I would just spend time together with with my sisters and their kids. But then they all moved away, so so it's just us, and the kids don't. Both my kids are kind of picky eaters, so then they're not going to eat turkey or anything like that. So we don't really worry about making a big meal. That takes the stress off for us. But thank you to everybody that voted in the poll. It was mainly just a poll to remind me to mention the helplines. That's as we come in the holidays, that's it always comes to mind for me after years ago when I heard that somebody talking about that. But so let me call up the bracket. There we go. So the bracket is best quote from a Christmas movie. There's 2 quotes from each movie, so there's 8 different movies. And which one is the best quote? And we've got from A Charlie Brown's Christmas. I never thought it was such a bad little tree. It's not bad at all, really. Maybe it just needs a little love. And second quote is, "Oh no, my own dog's gone commercial. I can't stand it." And then Christmas Story. "Oh my God, I shot my eye out." And "Only one thing in the world could have dragged me away from the soft glow of electric sex gleaming in the window." From Scrooged, "The bitch hit me with a toaster." And yeah, you get to treat them bad on the way back down too. It's great. You get 2 chances to rough them up. It's a Wonderful Life. Well, you look about the kind of angel I'd get, sort of fallen angel, aren't you? What happened to your wings? And that's right. That's right. Attaboy, Clarence. And from Rudolph's the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the Rankin and Bass from the 60s, the kind of stop action. "Well, sir, someday I'd like to be a dentist." And "No, Charlie, that's why I'm a misfit toy. My name is all wrong. No child wants to play with a Charlie in the box." From Die Hard, which I have changed my mind. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. When the script was written, it was written with Christmas in mind as a main part, as a big part of the story. So, "Come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs. And welcome to the party, pal." From Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, "It's a beaut, Clark." And "Merry Christmas, Shitter's full." And from The Grinch That Stole Christmas, the cartoon, not the live action. Which I don't have. Did I write the whole quote in here? "Well, in Whoville, they say on that day, his heart grew 3 sizes larger. That I'm paraphrasing because I don't think I wrote the whole quote. They say that the Grinch's small heart, grew 3 sizes that day. And I must stop this. Sorry, I have to do it this way because this whole thing. Why? For 53 years, I've put up. For 53 years, I've put up with it now. I must stop Christmas from coming. But how? Are
Can
you
I
guys?
make an editorial comment?
What's that?
Can I make a quick editorial comment?
Sure.
On number 13, you've got the word Butte spelled like the city in Montana. It's Beaut.
Oops. Yeah, it's a Butte, Clark.
Yeah, it's better.
Oh, I left one out too from Christmas Story. Oh, I wrote in a wrong one in the Christmas Story. I put in the fragile. It must be Italian. So I'll just put electric sex. There we go. All right. Are you guys familiar with any of these movies? I'm guessing some of them.
About half of
I
them.
am. A few.
All right, we're doing a little better than normal then. So let me shuffle these up. And we'll stop there. So we've got from Scrooged with one guy there, which I can't remember his. I don't know. I can't remember his name from Saturday Night Live, the original Saturday Night Live.
Bill Murray?
Bill Murray playing Scrooge. The bitch hit me with the toaster. And from Die Hard, welcome to the party, pal. So, Gary.
Well, since I never saw Scrooged, I'm going to go with Welcome to the Party, pal.
Yeah, it's when one of the ghosts, I forget her name, but he gets visited by one of the ghosts and she's holding a chrome toaster and she's like, ooh, look at this. And he looks down and then she hits him with the toaster. Barbecue.
The bitch hit me with a toaster.
Oh, hit me with a toaster. And G-Wade's dropped. He wasn't sounding very good, so hopefully he's doing all right there.
Hopefully he's better than Gary looks.
He said Scrooge is okay. I'm gonna go with I like the bitch hit me with the toaster. It's a funny scene. Oops. And now we've got the Grinch that Stole Christmas. I must stop this. Against It's a Butte, Clark. Christmas Vacation, Gary.
It's a Butte, Clark.
It's a Butte, Clark. Barbecue.
It's a Butte, Clark.
It's a Butte, Clark. G-Web said he's a wreck, but he's getting better. And Ozzy had said, welcome to the party. I'm going to go with It's a Butte, Clark. I use that a lot. So now, from Charlie Brown, It's Christmas. I never thought it was a bad little tree. Versus It's a Wonderful Life. That's right, attaboy. That's the scene where the girl says every time a bell rings, Angel gets his wings, and so Gary.
Okay, I've seen both, obviously. I'm going to go with It's a Wonderful Life on this one.
It's a Wonderful Life.
It's towards the end of the movie.
It is. Barbecue.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. Ozzy said Charlie Brown. G Web said Charlie Brown. I'm going to say Charlie Brown. So now we've got Christmas Vacation, Merry Christmas, Shitter's Full, and Christmas Story. I was trying to find the only thing in the world could have dragged me away from the soft glow of electric sex in the window. Gary.
No contest on this one. Probably the eventual bracket winner. Merry Christmas, Shitter's Full.
Merry Christmas, Shitter's Full. Barbecue.
This is a tough one. Oh. Oh, boy. I gotta go with Shitter's Full.
Shitter's Full. Ozzy said Shitter's Full for the win. And G Webs said same. I'm going to go Electric Sex, but Shitter's Full's moving on. So now we've got Well and Whoville. They say his heart grew 3 sizes larger. Versus Come Out to the Coast. We'll have fun. Die Hard. Gizzard.
I'm going to go with Whoville on this one.
Whoville. Barbecue.
Come Out to the Coast. We'll have fun.
That's the scene where he's in the air duct. Ozzy said Die Hard. I'm going to go Come Out to the Coast also. G-Web said Die Hard. So now we've got Charlie Brown again with Oh No, My Dog Is Gone commercial. Against Well, Sir, Someday I'd Like to Be a Dentist. From Rudolph, Red-Nosed Reindeer. Gizzard.
So we're going traditional cartoon against traditional cartoon. That's kind of tough. I'm going to go Charlie Brown on this one.
Charlie Brown. Barbecue. You probably
Gary's
haven't
right.
seen either.
Oh, no, I've seen both.
Oh, you have you? All right.
I have. Was it the wannabe dentist? His name was Hermie, wasn't it?
Yeah. Hermie.
That's what I thought.
I'd like to be a dentist.
I say I'm gonna have to go with Hermie on this one.
Hermie. G Web said Charlie Brown. Ozzy said Charlie Brown. I'm going Hermes because it's one of my favorite quotes. I'd like to be a dentist.
I say I believe. No, maybe not. I don't know.
So now, we got a problem.
Uh-oh.
I managed to get duplicates in here. It's now
Oh, can I recommend one from Christmas Vacation?
No, it's got to be from Christmas Story. So we'll put the Fragile here.
I thought you put two from Christmas Story on here. I shot
Yeah,
my
I
eye out.
put. Yeah, all right. We'll go with that one. Well, when I wrote them, I wrote two of the same.
Oh,
I shot. It's like, oh no, I shot my eye out. Oh my God, I shot my eye out. I'll just put OMG, as the kids would say.
OMG.
For real, for real. So, oh my God, I shot my eye out. Versus, what's this one? Oh, from Scrooged. Yeah, you get to treat them. Basically, you step on them on the way up and you step on them on the way down. Paraphrase. Gary.
OMG, I shot my eye out.
Barbecue.
I would vote for Hillary Clinton over the "Oh my God, I shot my eye out." I am so sick of that goddamn line. It's overused. Every time you pick up a friggin' Red Ryder BB gun anywhere, some jerkwad just pops up out of the friggin' shadows and starts saying that. I'm like, God, get out of here. So definitely going with Scrooge on this one.
Scrooged. To answer G-Web's Yukon something, it's Yukon Cornelius.
Yes, Yukon Cornelius is awesome.
I just watched it 2 days ago with my daughter. But he said, shot my eye out. Ozzy said, shot my eye out. Sorry, barbecue. I shot my eye out.
It's all right. We're just voting for unsafe gun handling. No big deal.
So now from Wonderful Life, well, you look about the angel I'd get versus the Rudolph. I'm a misfit toy. It's a Charlie in the box. Gizzard.
What was the first one again?
It's a Wonderful Life. When he first meets Clarence, well, you look about the type of angel
yeah.
I'd get.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
Barbecue.
It's a Charlie in the box.
Charlie in the box. Gun Websites wants to know, does Rudolph still hold up for kids? I think so. But I always liked it. Still like it. Ozzy said Misfit Toys. I'm going to say Misfit Toys. Now we've got the bitch hit me with the toaster against It's a Butte Clark. Gizzard.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a Butte, Clark.
It's a Butte Clark. Barbecue.
Oh, this is a tough one. I almost want to go with It's a Butte Clark only because of what happens after Eddie says that line where Clark's like, thanks, Eddie. And then he's like, Eddie. I'm going to go with Scrooge on this one. The bitch hit me with a toaster.
Oh. G-Web said Butte Clark. Ozzy said Clark. I like both these a lot. I use It's Butte Clark a lot when I'm commenting on YouTube videos. I really like the bitch hit me with a toaster.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I think I'm going to go toaster. Oh, that was a tough one.
It was.
Now we've got, I never thought it was a bad little tree. Against Merry Christmas, Shooters Full. Gizzard,
Shooter's full.
Shooters Full. Barbecue.
This is another really tough one, actually. I'm gonna make you break the tie here. I'm gonna go with Charlie Brown just because it's classic.
He's a clown, that Charlie Brown. Oh, well, I'm going Charlie Brown. It is touching.
Wow.
I like it. I like the movie better than Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation just got smoked.
Ozzy
Holy
said,
cow.
oh, so now we've got Come Out to the Coast. You know, I have it written down. We'll get together. We'll have a few laughs. Against, well, sir, someday I'd like to be a dentist. Gizzard.
Come Out to the Coast.
Come Out to the Coast. Barbecue.
Hermie.
Hermie. Ozzy said Die Hard. I'm going dentist. Oh, I love that gay little elf. Who wants to be a dentist? So now we've got, oh my God, I shot my eye out. Against I'm a Misfit. He's a Charlie in the Box. Gizzard.
Doesn't matter. Whatever I vote for is going to end up losing, but I'm going with OMG. I shot my eye out.
Oh my God, I shot my eye out. Barbecue.
Again, I would vote for anything against this friggin' line. Plus, I think it's just terrible for gun owners because then you just hear about people shooting their eye out. I'm going with Misfit Toys.
Misfit Toys. I can't do Charlie's voice. I'm a Charlie in the Box.
That's a weird voice.
But I'm going, oh my God, I shut my eye out. I still like the line. I'm sorry. Now we've got Bitch Hit Me with a Toaster. Where I never thought it was a bad treat. Bad little treat. Gizzard.
The second one, I guess.
Anyway, Gary's given up already. Barbecue.
Ah. You've got the comedy of the Bitch Hit Me with a Toaster, but you've got the classic of Charlie Brown. God dang it. Scrooged. Damn it.
Scrooged. Ozzy said, totally invalid bracket. I'm gonna go. I love the Bitch Hit Me with a bracket with a toaster, but go on Charlie Brown.
Oh.
Now
Sorry,
we've got, well,
that was a tough one.
I'd like to be a dentist against, oh my God, I shut my eye out. Gizzard.
Obviously, I'm going to go with one that's going to piss Barbecue off the most. So, OMG, I shot my eye out.
I shot my eye out. Barbecue.
It's not even that I'm voting against this one now, just because there aren't very many lines on this list that I'm going to vote against Hermie. So I'm voting for Hermie.
Hermie. Ozzy said, oh my God, I shot my eye out. I'm going Hermie. He wants to be a dentist. Now we've got, I never thought it was a bad little tree against, I want to be a dentist. Gizzard.
First one.
First one. Barbecue.
I would just like to say a couple things. One, this was a very creative bracket, and I have enjoyed it very much. Even though the Christmas storyline made it way too far. Second, I am very interested that after this airs and replay and everything, just how many subs you end up losing. And third, I'm really intrigued that two Christmas cartoon classics are in the finals. What was not expecting that. That being said, got to go Hermie.
Hermie. Oh, yeah, I'm going dentist. So, well, sir, someday I'd like to be a dentist.
If you would have told me that was going to win, I would not have believed it.
I really thought that the Shitter's Full would have won.
That's I was thinking that the Shoot Your Eye Out or Shot My Eye Out, either one, however you want to phrase it. I thought the Bitch Hit Me with a Toaster had a real shot.
I wasn't sure about that one. I like it. I think it's funny. I think the scene is funny, but I didn't know if you guys had seen it.
I have. I'm surprised that you didn't choose Yippee-Ki-Yay with the rest of the line.
Well, I left that one out because of the rest of the line.
Gotcha.
I mean, it was kind of pushing it with Bitch Hit Me with the Toaster. But, you know, for a Christmas one, a lot of people won't like the combination, but that's what I went with.
But it's Bill Murray. He delivers it so well.
He does. And it's unexpected.
Yes.
Oh, Gary, are you sad now? You sound sad.
Just resigned, defeated. You're talking about two things I haven't watched since my kids were young, which came out in the 60s, both of them, I believe.
Yeah.
I mean, they were cute back in the day, I'll admit, but I don't rewatch those over and over like I would some of these other movies.
I still, I've said it before, these brackets are kind of a window into me, and I am very immature and still love these movies.
The claymations still hold up, I think.
I'm going to watch Christmas Vacation tomorrow. That sounds like fun.
I watched, after G-Webs did a bracket yesterday.
It's been a while.
I watched Ghost in the Shell again. It's still good, but the series is actually better than the movie.
I guess I'm going to have to watch Scrooged, I think. Is that the only one on this list I haven't seen? I believe.
It's good, I think.
Scrooge is pretty good.
I haven't watched It's a Wonderful Life in several years, but I have seen it a few times.
I mean, if you're a person that's not a fan of Bill Murray, then probably won't like Scrooge. But if you like Bill Murray, most likely you'll like Scrooge.
he's kind of hit or miss with me.
Tuesday
For
nights, 9 p.m.
example, Groundhog Day kind of got old fast. Stripes, wonderful movie, hilarious movie.
Did you see the Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou?
No.
It's pretty good. It's kind of a Westmoreland kind of movie. Like the Tannenbaums and what were his movies?
Now,
Royal
the Grinch
Tenenbaums.
movie was, I saw that with the kids when it first came out at the theater, and that's actually pretty good. I thought it was fairly well done because they didn't do it completely. I mean, yes, it was for kids, but it did have some adult oriented moments to it. A little bit that would make the adults chuckle. So
Yes. Well, and that's the one cool thing about a lot of kids' movies these days is adults can find a lot of that stuff. Like if you go back and watch Shrek or anything, that's one of the first kids' movies where I really remember when I was younger being able to pick up on some of that. And I was like, oh, wow.
but I watched A Christmas Story for the very first time last Christmas. And I thought that's a really well done movie.
I think so.
Die Hard, I watch about every other year.
Watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas with a daughter. She didn't care for it. But I watched Knives Out. That's the other movie I watched yesterday. That's pretty good. Was different than I was expecting. Was not quite the mystery I thought it was going to be. There were a few movies on G-Web's list that he did a bracket on the free, was it YouTube movies or Prime, Amazon, free Amazon movies. And there were a few on that list that I had been meaning to watch and never got around to watching.
One movie I do not recommend you watch, Christmas movie with the families, is Violent Night. You might want to skip that one.
I don't know. It just didn't interest me. Mr. Bob said, in the classic Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeers, Santa's beard was made of yak hair. So now you know.
At least you didn't have Elf on this damn bracket.
No. I didn't care for it. I've only seen parts of it. I haven't watched the whole thing, but I don't know. That's Will Ferrell is kind of a hit or miss for me.
Again, it depends on the movie. Yeah.
Can't believe you didn't
I
have
like-
Jingle All the Way.
I thought about it, but I didn't
Oh,
think
yeah?
you guys would have seen it.
Miracle on 34th Street.
Well,
That one
when
sounds like a
had-
Hallmark movie.
It's a classic. Been remade a few times.
Yeah.
When I decided to do 2 quotes from each movie, that limited to 8 since I'm only doing 16 because 32 is insanity. Then that limited the amount of movies. So I lost the point I was making, but with Will Ferrell, yeah, I liked Talladega Nights. I thought that was kind of funny.
Love that movie.
I did like the what was the skating movie, Blades of Glory?
Yes. Another great one.
About Step Brothers.
Step Brothers is a classic.
I didn't see Step Brothers.
What?
Really? You got to
No.
see that.
The basketball, the semi-pro basketball one was okay.
That was all right.
What other Will Ferrell movies are there?
Old School.
Old School. I did like Old School, but he wasn't
Anchorman.
the star of I didn't.
Anchorman. Yeah. I liked Anchorman.
I've only watched parts of it, and it didn't click with me.
Go hump yourself, San Diego.
Well,
What?
we can stop sharing that.
Still better than Adam Sandler.
I like the two Adam Sandler movies I really liked Happy Gilmore and Waterboy.
Yep.
Really like those movies. I didn't like Billy Madison.
Billy
Big
Madison
Daddy
is a totally different animal. And the funny thing is, if you listen to any interviews that people do, they say Billy Madison is like the most accurate representation of Adam Sandler and his humor.
Big Daddy,
Yeah.
okay. Little
Wedding
Nicky.
Singer.
There were parts of Little Nicky I kind of liked. Wedding
Nicky
Singer
I
I did really like.
Really, really like The Wedding Singer as well. I think The Wedding Singer is underrated.
The 51st Dates was okay.
Yeah, that one's another one where it's like 50-50, no pun intended. It has its moments.
The 8 Crazy Nights, I didn't like it.
What about Mr. Deeds?
I did like that one. The Don't Mess with the Zohan. I kind of liked it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, the only ones that I would rewatch, Happy Gilmore, which probably my favorite Adam Sandler movie. I love that movie. For some reason, when there's a blind rage reaction to incidental moments, I find hilarious. That overreaction. I don't know why I do. I like it. And Waterboy I liked. It's not as good as Happy Gilmore. And the Wedding Singer would probably be number 2. And G-Web said Sandler sucks. And I didn't see like Spanglish or I know there's other movies I haven't seen of his, but yeah. Oh, what's the one with the remote control? Click. I didn't see that. Or the video game one.
I'm not familiar with that one. Let's say there's also because there's a whole bunch, I guess, that he's done for Netflix now because of that whatever deal they gave him, where they're like, "Here, you can just have all our money, just make us movies exclusively, thank you." Which there was one that he made, like right at the beginning of that deal called, I think, The Do-Over, which I actually really enjoyed that movie. That was pretty darn good.
I didn't see it.
Him and David Spade. Speaking of him and David Spade, there's Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2.
I have seen clips, but I haven't seen them.
Not to interrupt all this Adam Sandler movie talk, but I just got done calling through all of the Thunder on the Prairie photos finally. So one day I'll actually get to editing those.
I look forward to not being able to see them when they're posted on a forum that I don't use.
That's okay. I'll post them somewhere you can. I will send them all to Gorn, all 172 of them that I have right now.
That's not a knock on you. It's just I don't use Facebook.
Nope. I get it. Let's say I actually went and made a IG page for Thunder on the Prairie. I gave Defense Stat all the information for it. Like, hey, this is the email I made up for it. This is the password that I made up for it. You and Travis can do what you want with it. But, there's people that use IG that may not use Facebook. Likewise, it's just another thing to reach out. But it just sits there idle. Nothing was ever done with it.
As the kids say, sometimes it be like that.
Yep.
Like, yes, Gary.
Yo.
What you got coming up?
Well, Monday night, we have Foul Territory. That's at 9 p.m. Central, where we give away some swag, and then for the next few weeks, we're going to be giving away a winner chicken dinner. So instead of the Aegis, we're actually giving away $20 Chick-fil-A gift cards every Monday. So that's excitement. Maybe, a little bit of a harken back to the past here. So while we're waiting on Aegis Gun Care to come up with a new supplier for their lube. So
KY.
Astroglide.
Don't think that'll work.
Old school.
But anyway, that's what I got coming. Thanks for the invite.
Although people probably don't care, I kind of like Liquid Silk.
What if they just add the scent of Hoppy's 9 to Astroglide? Is it then gun oil? I feel like it is.
I don't know. So what you got coming up, Barbecue?
Well, eventually I'll get those photos edited from Thunder on the Prairie. I'm just glad to finally gotten called through all of them, because there is, I don't know, a little over 2,000 plus that I had taken that weekend. And just with everything else I've been doing, I just slowly go through them a little bit at a time. So it'll be nice once those are done, because I feel terrible, solid 2 months later now, not having those done. I reckon I'm supposed to do a show Thursday. Probably will, because I'm paying for the StreamYards again. And that's it. That's all I got. Oh, go buy stuff from DM Foss's swag store. Nobody's done it yet. I always mean to. I never remember to. One day I will, but you could be the first. Beat me. Thanks for the invite.
You are welcome. So hopefully the next chat will be next Saturday, provided I don't get in more trouble. I did put out a short today, but that was just kind of a test. See if I could upload stuff again. Which when I went to upload it, it said I had too many channel strikes. Panicked inside a little bit, but I think it just had the clock hadn't quite hadn't reset. When I tried it a little bit later, everything was fine. But I'm glad to be back. I did miss it, even though it was just a week. And that was kind of when I got the channel strike. I couldn't do anything. That was I stressed over it, not being able to do this. I enjoy it. You know, there's a reason I'm doing it, not just, you know, I'm not trying to be famous or anything. I'm not worried about any of that. I want to push the 2A message and being a regular dude, somewhat regular dude.
X-Lax could help with it.
Doing gun content. You know, I'm not an operator. Don't care to be an operator. Not a rich guy, just an average guy. Average
He's a
dad.
smooth operator.
Thank you, Sadie. But so hopefully everything's all worked out and we'll be okay. So plan on seeing you next week. Other than that, hope everybody has a good rest of the night. And we'll see if the outro plays. Go do something good.